Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is moonmothgoddess. Thank you guys so much for being here. So much for your love and support. All the donations to PayPal, Cash App, and those of you that have also sent in decks recently from my Amazon wishlist. I truly appreciate all of you so much, and all of you that leave such beautiful comments letting me know how these readings are helping you. I truly appreciate, guys. Love you guys so much. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing for the person that you have on your mind, okay? What are their thoughts of you today, okay? If you have more than one person on your mind, then you're more than welcome to choose different piles for different people, okay? And this is more or less going to be for love situations. I know sometimes some of you guys use these readings for, you know, friendships or family members or stuff like that. So if you are doing that, just keep in mind to kind of take whatever love stuff messages are coming through and just kind of omit that part of it and use it in a way that is helpful for you, helpful information. Okay, so do keep in mind this is a general reading. Not all the messages that come through may resonate for you. If you would like something more personal for your situation with your person, I am available for private readings. There is a little bit of a wait as usual with the readings, but I am super grateful to those of you that do book readings with me so that I can connect with you as well. Also, those of you that leave comments, that is also another way for me to kind of get a feel for your energy so that when we do future pick a card readings, I can feel into what your situation is so that when I'm channeling the collective, I can help to bring readings that are a little bit more specific and helpful to you for your situation. So if you feel, you know, you want to share a little bit about your situation, I do see the comments. I read through them as often as I can to just kind of pick up on the energies that are out there, okay, in the collective. And that can really help me to kind of tune in to certain things that are coming through so that I can recognize them, you know, to be able to give you guys messages and help that are helpful. Okay, so today's reading, we've got pile number 1 with Reconnect, and that is going to be with this little pink dyed quartz here. For pile number 1, Reconnect. There's a lot of beautiful detail on this card, all of them. Lots of eyes. Okay, so that is going to be for pile number 1. Pile 2, your card is Patience. And we have a little hourglass here with this Opalite for pile number 2. And this is the card, Patience. With your crystal again. Okay, and then pile 3, you are going to be this beautiful card here, Vision, and that is with this blue Apatite. Okay, Vision for pile number 3. Okay, so pause the video if you need a little bit more time to meditate on the artwork, the crystals, whichever one you feel the most intuitively drawn to. And this, if you're wondering, it is the Heart's Eye Oracle. Okay, by Olivia Rose. I did get this off of Etsy. I think the creator might still have it available. There is also a matching tarot deck called the Mind's Eye Tarot that matches this artwork perfectly. I'm not using that today, but just so you know, if you like to have matching sets, you might like to check it out. Okay, so pile 1 with Reconnect and the pink dyed little quartz here, pile 2 with Patience and the Opalite, and then pile number 3 with Vision and the blue Apatite. Timestamps are down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So those of you that resonated with this Reconnect card already, I'm getting a lot of throat chakra energy from this pile, okay? Um, yeah, a lot of throat chakra energy. And it more or less kind of feels like there is something. You've been on this person's mind a lot, okay? So today our pick a card is asking, what are their thoughts of you today? You are very much on this person's mind. And some of you that are very kind of like energy sensitive, you might even be having dreams or visions or daydreaming kind of about this person. But I'm looking at this lady here, and she's got her third eye open, and there's all of these eyes that are here. So some of you, literally, it could be reconnecting, this person potentially wanting to reconnect with you. But I do feel like I'm feeling a lot of throat chakra energy. I actually tried to record your pile the first time, and as soon as I started talking, I started kind of going into a coughing fit. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that this is symbolic of this person having something to say to you, something that they're wanting to express to you. Regardless of what the status of your connection is, okay, because some of you are, you know, with the person or dating the person, and some of you might be in no contact with the person. So take that however it resonates. But I'm feeling, like I said, a lot of throat chakra energy. It feels like there's something that this person is wanting to say to you, wanting to express to you, and maybe they feel like they cannot find the words to, or they could be shy, or they could be scared, or, you know, something that is kind of, but yeah, I'm feeling very much that you being on this person's mind. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to pull some more oracle cards here, and just kind of, we'll work backwards today. Normally I put the tarot first, but I'm feeling the need to just kind of get some oracle out here and see what we've got. So what are their thoughts of you today, pile number 1? You're very much on this person's mind. What are their thoughts of you today? What are their thoughts of you today? Simplicity. This one wants to come out too. Love. Wow. And this one. Embracing. Yeah. I feel like this person with, and I'm seeing illumination at the bottom. It makes me feel like this person is kind of in this place where they could be seeing signs. Okay. A lot of signs I'm seeing. There's a little feather here just kind of floating in the sky here. I feel like this person may be really thinking and feeling their feelings about you. Some of you, it is literally love. Some of you, there might even be distance between you and this person. But with the embracing and love here, it kind of makes me feel that this person may have some really strong feelings towards you. If it is something really new, you know, like you don't really know so much about this person, then I feel like this person might be really opening themselves up. Okay. Maybe, you know, in some situations, given what the circumstances are, maybe they wish things were maybe a lot less complicated, more simple. Maybe for some of you, this person could be coming to terms with their emotions here, their feelings, and really open to embracing the energy of love. And maybe that is something that is being illuminated for them, is their heart space, their heart chakra. And maybe they're feeling that need to want to communicate that to you. Okay, so let's see what else. I wanted to pull one of these. What are their thoughts of you today? Wow, yeah. We have arrows coming through here. And this is all about love and passion and desire. I'm feeling this person is thinking a lot about you in terms, I have to keep it PG because of YouTube, but you know, it's a lot of steamy, we'll call it steamy energy here. that's coming through from this person. Okay. Very passionate thoughts, dreams, fantasizing. Let's see what else. What are their thoughts of you today? We have the storm fields. Yeah, it makes me kind of feel that this person is kind of feeling a lot of this very chaotic energy within them. It feels like very intense energy that they have feeling into their heart space. It makes me feel like it's kind of almost like a little disruptive in a sense. Like it's really stirring things up within them. Kind of to the point where as much as they try to ignore it or they try to distract themselves from it, it's like this energy is like in their face. Is kind of what I'm getting here. It's a lot. Okay. It's very intense. So it makes me feel like when they're thinking about you, you know, a lot of the imagination running wild, a lot of embracing you. It could be hugging you, holding you. I'm trying to keep it PG. But yes, we've got lips here with a diamond in the middle. So, PDA, I guess I'll call it. Lots of affection. That's the word, affection. I feel like this person is maybe remembering it or thinking about it, fantasizing about it. Is what I'm getting here. Okay. So let's pull a little bit more. What are their thoughts of you today? What are their thoughts of you today? Pile number 1. It's a lot of intensity, a lot of passion, weightlessness. Yeah, it makes me feel like this person is kind of in their thoughts of you today. It's a lot of daydreaming, a lot of fantasizing, a lot of being very much in their head, you know? Initiation. This person is maybe thinking about initiating, maybe like I said, for some of you, some type of contact, or making some type of a move here, starting something with you, beginning. I'm also seeing there's 2 rings here that are connected. It makes me feel like this energy is just like, almost like, I don't know, are you guys manifesting this person? It makes me feel like there's something about your energy that's kind of just like, and I'm seeing 1 at the bottom. Almost like there's this interconnectedness with you. Like your energy is kind of like almost consuming this person, drawing them in, feeling like magnetized energy here that's kind of, I don't know how else to explain it here. Just like really drawing this person in. Yeah, we've got harmony here. Very balanced energy here. This person may think, you know, you guys are perfect for each other, or maybe they're thinking about how well the 2 of you connect with each other. Okay, is what I'm also, yeah, look at that. We've got ecstasy at the bottom. All right, okay. So let's see. Let's pull some tarot and see what else. What else is going on here? Pile 1. You're making it, this pile is making it really hard to say what I really want to say, but I can't say because it's YouTube. But if you have an imagination, you get my idea. It makes me feel like with this weightlessness here, like this person's just kind of like, their daydreams about you are kind of taking them away. Like very, like in La La Land today. In La La Land. Like bringing a smile to their face, you know? Okay, let's see what else. What are their thoughts of you today? Pile number 1. Five of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or an Aquarius. What are their thoughts of you today? The Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Yep. Yep, we've got the Four of Swords at the bottom. The Four of Swords is about reflection. Reflection. Some of you, this person, I mean, the Four of Swords is about meditation. So even I feel like in this person's dreams, when they're resting, I'm seeing how when she's like laying down here, there's like this circles around her. To me, this is kind of like symbolic of vibration, energy that's coming out here. And it feels like for some of you, you know, this Five of Swords can be symbolic of maybe like a last conversation that you may have had with this person. If there has been some type of a conflict, a disagreement. And I was also seeing Justice at the bottom. It's like this person is wanting to make things right. Okay? Especially for those of you that are in that situation. If this person has wronged you in any way, or if you had a little bit of a you know, some conflict here, it's kind of like this person is, I feel like, wanting to come back in here. I feel like this person is right now, what they're thinking about is what they're going to say. What they're going to say. Because the Queen of Swords is also very, you know, very clear with communication, very direct. But this energy is also very discerning. So it kind of makes me feel like this person is thinking like, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? How am I going to make this happen? Now, those of you where you haven't really had any type of conflict here, the Five of Swords is self-sabotaging thoughts. You know? Some of you, the storm fields could have been symbolic of some type of conflict that you may have had. You know? With the person. And if not, the five, like I said, the Five of Swords is about that feeling of defeat, feeling defeated, challenged in some way. So I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles energy here, this person is thinking about you in terms of what is their next move. And I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles energy being here, some of you, I mean, we've got earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Libra at the bottom. They're wanting to nurture the connection, you know. The Queen of Pentacles represents stability and security. And so, yes, I'm feeling very much that this person, I feel like is really trying to work on keeping themselves grounded. Because like I said, this kind of energy here makes me feel like this person finds themselves getting lost in thoughts about you, right? The weightlessness. To me, this is like floating, right? And we do have a lot of air energy. Maybe some of you are dealing with an air sign, but it makes me feel like they're in their head about you. Literally, the reconnect here has eyeballs all over it with a third eye. It's a lot of energy, and we're seeing the same thing, air energy here. Even in the initiation, there's this, you know, the smoke that's coming out of this little thing here, also air. So it feels like there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of attraction here. A lot of attraction, a lot of desire for you. Wow, let's see what else. What are their thoughts of you today? The Five of Cups. Okay. So maybe for some of you, this could be some type of feeling of regret or guilt, shame. The Five of Cups can also talk about grief, pain, sadness, loss. So like if this person is like an ex-partner, it could really be kind of like in their feelings right now or regretting some type of mistakes or choices they may have made in the past. And we have the Three of Swords. Yeah. And I'm seeing the Lovers at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, this person is very much thinking about union, connection. For some of you, this is reconnecting with you. Some of you, there may be a third party. Okay. I'm seeing three ladies here together, even though the Lovers is about choice of the heart, though. The Lovers is about a choice of the heart, decisions. Maybe for some of you, it could be a third-party situation, okay? Maybe like if you're already in another relationship, they're already in another relationship. It might even be a situation for some of you where this person chose somebody else, or they're, you know, were entertaining other people when you were dating them or something like that, and they could have been regretting that too. It could be something like that for some of you. The Five of Swords can also be betrayal. So can the Three of Swords. Okay. So only take that message if it's for you. But yeah, that's definitely coming through here. But the Lovers is also literally about love. Okay. Passion, attraction, desire. Some of you, this person may have lost access to you in some regard. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands at the bottom here too. This could really be this person feeling this spark, this chemistry, this attraction, you know. This person is thinking about the potential. What is the potential? Is it possible? Okay. That's what I'm getting here. The potential of this. And maybe if for some of you, there could be a possible reconnection between the two of you, especially if this is like an ex or somebody that you used to date. Even in this Nine of Wands energy here, she looks like she's got her bow and arrow here ready to make her mark. So it literally makes me feel like this person is thinking about you today in terms of, you know, maybe resolving things with you, reconnecting with you for some of you. How to make something happen with you. They could even be thinking about commitment here with the Lovers. Okay. So let's pull some few of these. Wow, that one flipped right out. Balance. Lovers is also about balance and harmony. Balanced connection. Thinking of you. Literally thinking of you. Oh my goodness, pile one. This pile. I don't think any of the other piles are going to be like this, but yours is. Okay. Let's see. We have keep an open mind is what they're thinking about. Keep an open mind. Like maybe they're trying to stay positive about things. What are their thoughts of you today? What is this? Contemplation, which is thinking. Chaser. This would be pursuing you, pile one. Divinely guided with heart chakra awakening. Look at that. Remember how I said in the beginning, it's kind of like this person's energy here, like no matter how much they try to distract themselves away from it, it's like there's something within this person their spirit guides, ancestors, their higher self is guiding this person towards you. So yeah, look at that. Heart chakra awakening, and we had embracing with love. Right? If this person had been someone who was in denial of their feelings or has been holding back their feelings, it's like this person is going through some type of change here in terms of really opening up to this connection, and that's what's kind of on their mind right now. I mean, they can't forget it, is kind of what I'm getting. You're not leaving this person's mind. I don't know. That's what I got. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with this card of patience, this is going to be your reading today. So we are finding out what is the person on your mind. What are their thoughts of you today? Okay. So I'm feeling called to start with oracle messages. So we're going to do that. Working kind of backwards today, but we'll see what comes through for you. What are their thoughts of you today? The person on your mind, pile 2. Aquarius is coming through, and Sagittarius. What are their thoughts of you today? A Taurus. What are their thoughts of you today? Pisces and Scorpio. What are their thoughts of you today? Aries. Voyage and thriving. Let's pull one more. Solitude. Interesting. We're seeing a person here who's on a boat by themselves. So maybe this makes me feel like, is this person withdrawn from you for some of you at this time? Might be withdrawn. Spending a lot of time alone. The water also looks really still here. Very calm. So it kind of makes me feel like the thoughts that this person has on their mind about you, I feel like are positive. It feels like more like at peace. At peace right now. And maybe if this person has kind of withdrawn from you, maybe they needed that time, that space to just kind of reflect upon their thoughts. I am kind of feeling for some of you, this person is really working on healing their inner child. Okay. It kind of gives me this vibe of a person who is doing a lot of inner work, a lot of healing. This person at this time is trying to see your connection with them from a higher perspective. This person maybe has had a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities, a lot of doubt in their mind and in their heart about you. And I feel like they're trying to make peace with a lot of their past so that they are able to really allow themselves to truly open up to this connection and nurture this connection. I feel like in the way that the two of you are meant to. There's a lot of growth, a lot of nurturing and love, but I'm also getting this person is, I feel like, suppressing, masking a lot of their feelings for you. And I feel like as these feelings are kind of coming into their mind today about you, it kind of leaves them in the place where they're understanding that there's a lot of things that they need to, I feel like, heal within the side of themselves. I'm feeling this connection has been something that has been very triggering for this person. And it may have made them kind of feel a little bit of a need to kind of backstep a little bit. I'm almost getting like this person is not ready. Like they were not ready for you. I feel like the magnitude of this connection here. I'm also feeling like you have been someone who has been very, like, almost like this anchoring energy of support. Some of you may have made this person like kind of reflect within themselves the way that no one else has. It's kind of like they're thinking of you as this very nurturing energy here that has helped them to see love, connection in a very different way. And they may have needed that time and space to think about that and to put things into perspective for themselves. You know, but I'm finding that this person is going through a lot of powerful growth in that. I'm also feeling this energy here of anticipation, patience, waiting. And it could be that they've asked you to wait for them, or they've kind of, it's almost like this feeling when they're thinking about you of not wanting to lose you, not wanting to lose the connection, not wanting to, like, maybe this is kind of wanting you to be understanding that they may have not been ready for you. I'm seeing a lot of red right now. It's making me feel like there's a lot of attraction this person feels, a lot of energy coming through in their root chakra and their sacral chakra. Like almost like you are this grounding force of energy is what they think about. Like there's more or less this feeling of allowing them to feel more safe and more secure in this connection is what they think about when they're thinking about you, is the energy that you bring in, the energy that you bring to the table. And I feel like this is also something that also highlights this person's, I want to say insecurities, but also helping them in a way to see things that they need to focus on healing with inside of themselves. And it could be that you are, you know, you have a very healing energy pile too. A very healing energy that you bring here. And it could be that your energy at times is something that is triggering. Some of you might attract wounded people. Okay. Some of you might attract wounded people, and I'm feeling like this person is one of those. But I feel like there's some kind of change. You've catalyzed some type of change within this person. And when they're thinking about you, like I said, it kind of brings about thoughts of you in terms of the energy and wholeness and balance that you bring into the connection. And I feel like it kind of highlights certain things that they need to heal within inside of themselves. And I feel like this person is also wanting you, in a sense, to be patient. Okay. All right, so let me see what else is coming through. I want to pull one of these here. That was a lot. Okay. And I'm also getting a lot of like Mars energy here. Some of you, there may have been some type of conflict, or this person could be dealing with inner conflict, struggling with inner conflict. Like there's a lot of karmic energy, the eternal child and the womb. A lot of karmic energy that maybe this person and you may have been dealing with. Like lessons. Karma is lessons. All right, let's see. What are their thoughts of you today? Two of those. Okay. Some of you, Spirit is saying here that this person has not been listening. They hadn't been listening to their heart. They hadn't been listening to their heart or their intuition. I feel like suppressing a lot. Let's see. We have the mentor. Yeah. This person, I feel like they're seeing here, what they're thinking about you is how much you're teaching them. How much you've taught them. The offering here. It makes me kind of feel like this person is wanting to come to you with some type of an offer here. Or you may have offered. They could be thinking about your offer. If you may have offered something to this person. Let's see what else. Strength. And it more or less kind of makes me feel that when this person is thinking about you today, that, like I said, I kind of feel like it's like your energy here is kind of provoking a lot of thoughts within this person about feeling more confident in this connection. And that could be really tapping into their own inner strength, their own confidence, their own power, feeling, I definitely feel like more confident in themselves, but to face their fears. Okay, to face their fears here. What else? What are their thoughts of you today? Pile number 2. What are their thoughts of you today? We have synthesis and intention. Look at that. This is such a beautiful card. Some of you, especially today, whenever you're watching this reading, you know, there's a lot of energy coming out of her third eye with her, you know, she's got her eyes closed here. So it kind of makes me feel like this person is being more observant with the synthesis here. They're being more observant about their thoughts about you. And I feel like trying to move away from ones that are kind of like talking themselves out of opening up to this connection. I'm seeing transcendence here at the bottom too. And this is more or less about this person evolving outside of these old versions of themselves. I mean, this could even be symbolic of the two of you transcending certain patterns of behavior. I feel like this person is manifesting you here. Pile 2. What are their thoughts of you today? Compassion. And that really is a very beautiful energy. And maybe you are someone who has been very, like I said, I kind of feel like your energy to this person has been something that has been very loving and very supportive, very grounding. And I feel like it's definitely something that they recognize here. And also how strong you are, you know, as a person too. Because it could be completely opposite. It could be you being the person who has asked for space or who needed time alone here. Some of you, this voyage makes me feel like distance, traveling. So if you are at a distance from this person can also literally be thinking about traveling to see you. You know? But it just kind of gives me this vibe that this person is thinking a lot about you. How maybe compassionate you've been. How loving, how warm, how much kind of like an energy that's radiating outward of your energy towards them. Love, healing. Okay, So let's pull some tarot now and see. Pile 2. What are their thoughts of you today? What are their thoughts of you today? Pile number 2. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That here. What are their thoughts of you today? The 8 of Pentacles. Some of you literally might work or go to school with this person, or this person could be your teacher. Or literally, we got mentor here. Again, strength. Strength, Leo energy. We've also got Virgo. What are their thoughts of you today? There is desire here, okay? There is desire coming from this person within their thoughts about you. For some reason, though, I feel like looking at this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you know, there could very well be certain things that this person is going through personally, you know, where they feel like they've kind of lost control of the situation or lost control in a sense of this connection. For some of you, it could have been that you've gone through a lot of maybe some negative cycles with this person. You know, the Wheel of Fortune can sometimes be when we are experiencing like bad karma, bad luck, or we feel like our life is kind of like spinning out of control, you know? There may have been a lot of changes that have taken place in your connection with this person. For some of you, I feel especially for those of you that have been like separated or something like that, or not talking to this person, you know, some of you, this person may have chosen to be single or stay single. They may have made like career, for some of you, their focus, you know, on work. I need to work. I need to, you know, and it kind of makes me feel like this person's, for some of you, like their romantic life is suffering. You know, it can also be a situation where a person has been like single for a long time, or chooses not to actively get into a commitment, into a relationship. And I feel like, you know, they may have lost touch with actually being able to build a connection with someone. You know, this person may be someone who has a tendency to kind of like shut people out, you know. Okay, let's see what else. What are their thoughts of you today? Pile number 2, what are their thoughts of you? The 6 of Cups. This is a very nostalgic feeling. Memories of you, thoughts about you, reconnecting with you. The sweetness of your connection, the bond that the two of you have. It's a very sweet, very nostalgic energy. Some of you, this person can feel that you guys have past life energy with each other. The 6 of Cups can also be like a soulmate energy or a kindred spirits, a soul bond connection that we have with someone. You may also be someone who kind of makes this person feel giddy, like very connected into their inner child. Okay? Like I said, I'm kind of getting a very mothering, nurturing type of energy that you give off. Even like with this little whale here, look how it's carrying its baby, right, in tow. And the same thing we have, you know, the same thing with this holding a child here. So yeah, it kind of makes me feel like when this person thinks about you, and of course it could be completely opposite, but it could be that when they're thinking about you, they're thinking about how nurturing, how sweet, how loving, maybe, like I said, how compassionate you are, you know? And maybe you have been very patient with this person. Maybe that is something to think about, is your patience. Like, wow, pile 2 is really patient with me, or has been, or was patient with me, you know? What are their thoughts of you today? The 7 of Swords. It makes me feel like this person is like all over the place with their thoughts about you. They've definitely got a lot on their mind here. We've got the Emperor in reverse. So this person is a little bit, I feel like, on the ungrounded side. Kind of makes me feel like they're kind of all over the place. There's still some fears here. There's still some insecurities. You know, the 7 of Swords can definitely be avoidance, anxiety, fears, insecurities, trust issues. So it kind of makes me feel like they're a little bit on the ungrounded side, a little bit. Okay. But still feeling this very nostalgic. Okay. Very nostalgic with you. Let's pull some of these here. Oops. And I'm seeing healing and not interested. You know, and like I said, some of you, it could have been that this person may have not been ready for you, right? Choosing solitude, choosing to heal, because you could have also been someone who reminded them like, ooh, I've got to heal some stuff, you know? Okay, let's see. What are their thoughts of you today, pile 2? Karmic. Remember how I was saying there's karmic energy here that I was feeling. Judgmental. And it could have been, you know, that you could have been judgmental of them. They could have been judgmental towards you. Karmic energy, you know, can be both good and bad. Karma is good and bad. I mean, they could have even been someone who's being judgmental in a sense of, it kind of makes me feel like this person didn't allow or is in some way not giving this connection, I don't want to say it's like its truest potential, or its I don't know how else to say it. Like I know that they see it, the potential of it, but it's kind of like for some of you, this person is kind of stuck or trapped in a maybe negative karmic type of energy here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Because the Wheel of Fortune is about fate, destiny, karma. And maybe for some of you, this is a karmic partner, you know, or you may have experienced some karmic energies with it, right? And it doesn't matter what the label of a connection is, whatever label you want to throw on it, we all go through karmic cycles, no matter what kind of a soul connection it is, right? Let's see. Maturity. Wow. And you could be someone who is really mature. And you could be like in some way telling this person like, hey, you need to get your stuff together. You need to get it together. You know, maybe you are someone who gives off a very mature energy, or it could be the complete opposite. It could be that you are more immature than they are, you know, and they could be thinking about that as well. Forgiveness. And maybe this person, like if they have done something that was wrong to you, you know, Maybe if they were someone who was immature, you know, even they could be wanting you to forgive them for that, for not being mature, you know, for judging you in a wrong way or judging the situation in a wrong way. Okay. Let's get one more. What are their thoughts of you today? Sneaky. Their thoughts are sneaky. I'm seeing unfinished business at the bottom. Maybe for somebody, this person is spying here. I think I want to clarify this a little bit. Or are you sneaky, pile 2? Are you sneaky? Let's see. Why is the sneaky here, Spirit? Knight of Swords. I feel like this is about wanting to communicate something to you here. It could have been their actions here too. Maybe for some of you, like I said, this person could be not really cluing you in or telling you, right, how they're feeling here. For some of you, yes, this person feels that there is unfinished business. The Devil. Ooh. Now, I don't feel like this is for all of you, but maybe for some of you, if this person kept something from you, you know, I'm not going to rule out this person being involved with a karmic partner. The Devil energy can also be about karma, codependency, addictions, unhealthy patterns of behavior, emotional manipulation. The Devil is a very oppressive energy. Okay, it can also be about infidelity, cheating, lies. Okay, so some of you, that could be a situation here that may have happened in your situation with this person. Okay, and if that is the case, you know, if you are cheating with this person or they have cheated on you, with the Devil energy here, the Devil is about hidden desire. So maybe this person's thoughts about you are ones that are sneaky. I don't know. Because with the Devil here, that this could be something that maybe they have a hidden desire towards you. And they're keeping it a secret. Okay, that could be this case. So take it how it resonates. We've got Capricorn energy and then air sign. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys. And I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. There's some very interesting messages that are coming through already for this pile. Super random. But as I'm just kind of sitting here meditating on your energy with this person, a BMW, a Mercedes, a BMW or Mercedes. I don't know why. I don't know if somebody drives one, has one, what, but that's super random. The other thing that's coming through here with this is I'm getting a person who, and it makes me feel like there's some type of grief surrounding this person's energy. And it could be about losing the connection with you or not having it, or something that is some type of resistance or blockage here. It almost kind of makes me feel like this person is forcing themselves to feel happy when they don't. It makes me feel like this person feels a little sad, maybe a little bit discouraged, depressed, hopeless about a situation. Confusion is also something coming through. It's almost like this person, like in their life, they're trying to make themselves feel happy, but there's this void or this emptiness that's coming through with this person. A very emotional for some of you, like a person who's very much in their feelings. Okay, I'm getting here with this person having dreams about you, because we literally have vision here. So we're going to see what is coming through. And I'm working backwards today. I'm doing oracle cards first, and then we're going to do the tarot last. So let's see what's coming through here. What are their thoughts of you today, pile 3? We have simplicity here. Diligence. Whoa, okay. Healing chaos and solitude. Yeah, it definitely makes me feel like this person is kind of like, there's a lot of dark energy here. And I'm noticing that around this sun too. Healing chaos. So maybe for some of you, there's been some type of upheaval in your connection with this person. I mean, this can be symbolic of a fight, an argument, a breakup. It makes me feel like this person is very much into you. Very much into you. And I feel like in some way with them thinking about you today, it kind of makes me feel like they wish that things weren't so complicated or so difficult, or there wasn't so much resistance. And whether that resistance is with a situation they're dealing with or something happening between the two of you. And I feel like with diligence being here, I feel like this person, as they're thinking about you today, like they're trying to definitely get like a higher perspective of thinking about things, trying to gain clarity. But I feel like there's a little bit of a struggle here with them getting out of, I feel like the energies that are taking place between the two of you. It feels like there's a lot, a lot that either this person has on their plate, a lot that they're dealing with, trying to clear. And it kind of makes me feel like they're waiting for like the answers, the clarity to come. What are their thoughts about you today? Pile number 3. What are their thoughts about you today? Does someone want to come out? No? What are their thoughts about you today? The threshold. The threshold. This almost makes me feel like there's some type of leap of faith that this person is wanting to take. There could be some fear surrounding it. I feel like this person is feeling a lot of really intense energy here. And this could involve like taking the next step in your connection. It could be reaching out to you. I'm almost kind of getting like right on the precipice of some type of change or movement or something here. What are their thoughts of you today? The Father. This reminds me of the Emperor energy, masculine energy. It kind of makes me feel like this person is in a place right now where they're trying to think of a plan, a strategy, how to fix this. For some of you, there's something going on here. They might be questioning, like, how do I fix this connection? How do I fix this relationship? How do we clear things up? How do I move forward? Is all the things that are on this person's mind, I feel like today, about you. I'm feeling like this person's heart is loyal to you. This person might have a difficult time with expressing their feelings to you, and I feel like they're acknowledging that in their thoughts about you today. Okay. Okay, I want to see what else is coming through. Let's put this under here. It makes me feel this energy of wanting to pursue you if they're not already. If you guys are if you are, you know, like in a relationship with this person and you are having a little bit of struggles here, it makes me feel like this person is trying to like almost like find a solution, like figure out a way to improve things, make things better. What are their thoughts of you today? The Spirit of Place. Again, we have, well, the Father is, in this deck is number 2, but the Emperor is number 4, and there's also a 4 here. The 4s are about stability. They're about stability, structure, a solid foundation. It makes me feel like this person sees having a future with you is what they're thinking about. And I feel like with the Spirit of Place here, you know, for some of you, this person could be thinking like, how do you... like, where do you fit into my life? Like, they're trying to fit you into their life. How can I make this happen? How can I make this possible? I feel like this person has a vision here of the two of you guys being together. They can picture it. They can see it. And it almost feels like, how do I make this happen? Let's see what else. Pile number 3. We have Strength, Discernment. What are their thoughts about you today? All these cards falling out. I'm going to take this one here. It's Connection. We'll look at these two since they came out. But we've got Connection here. And look at how their fingers are kind of tied to each other. Yeah, it makes me feel like this person feels that there is a very strong connection between the two of you. But I'm also feeling with the discernment here that this person is wanting to do things right, make the right decision. You know, trying to find, I feel like, inner strength and confidence to be able to move forward in the best way. Let's see, what is this? Synthesis and weightlessness. Yeah, it kind of gives me this vibe here of this person being very daydreamy. I'm getting a very daydreamy energy about you. I feel like there's a lot of transformation taking place around this person's perception of your connection with them. Okay, let's look at the tarot and see. Makes me feel like you guys are, there's a lot of complicated energy here. For some of you, it's a lot at risk, a lot involved. Pile number 3. What are their thoughts of you today? The Queen of Swords, which is a very discerning energy. The Queen of Swords is all about truth, honesty, you know, speaking, communicating, being direct and clear with communication, taking decisive action. We've got Queen, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What are their thoughts of you today? The Two of Cups. It's very much thinking about your connection. Some of you, this person feels that you are their soulmate. You are the one. The Sun, which is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Leo energy, Cancer. Eight of Cups. This is abandonment. Some of you, this could be distance here, or they could have walked away from you. You could have walked away from them. Somebody could have moved or is even traveling right now. There is detachment here. So yeah, like I said, it feels like this feeling of grief, of longing, of wanting, desire here. So I feel like this person is thinking about you today in terms of missing you. You know? Thinking about the bond between the two of you. The emotional connection that the two of you guys have. What are their thoughts of you today? We got Pisces energy here. The Queen of Wands. This person's very attracted to you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Four of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords. This is a lot of pain. Some of you, there could have been a bad breakup, painful ending. I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The Tower is here with the Lovers. This person is spending a lot of time alone here. Some of you, this person is thinking about reconciliation. Okay? Very strong connection here. Some of you, this person is wanting a new beginning, a new opportunity here. There's longing, there's missing, there's anticipation, waiting. Thinking about how much they desire you, how much they want to see you again for some of you. Some of you, this person is thinking about reuniting, a reunion, a reuniting here. Good times that you guys have spent together, fun that you've had. Those of you that have gone like exciting places, events, parties, gatherings, get-togethers. This person is kind of like in that space too, thinking about that. So a lot of reflection going on for this person. I'm feeling there's also a fear of loss here, okay? Some of you, this person has a fear of losing you. A fear of losing you. But some of you, I'm also getting a person who is, some of you, this could be a commitment, a person who has commitment phobia. Okay? Some of you are dealing with a person that has commitment phobia. Just like really just opening up, taking that leap of faith. Like I said, we've got the threshold here. And I feel like this person really sees that there is this very strong connection that the two of you have with each other. We got Virgo energy here. Sagittarius. Oops. Person's thinking about pursuing you, going after you. And that could even be something that's hitting them as they're spending time. What are their thoughts of you today? Pile number 3. Release the past. Release the past. It's safe to love. You know, so if you are kind of, you know, connected with this person and they had let their past affect this connection, I feel like this reminder about you and the connection that you have with them is something that I feel like is encouraging this person to let go of their past. We have apologies here. Maybe if this person has said something wrong, done something wrong, you know, they could be thinking about your apology to them wanting to apologize to you. What are their thoughts of you today? Bad timing. Maybe for some of you, it could have been like the right connection, wrong time kind of thing. Take it how it resonates, okay? We got third party for some of you and heartbreaker. Yeah. Some of you, that could have been a situation where you know, there's maybe third parties on both sides, or you're in a third party situation. Maybe you guys met when, you know, this person was involved with someone else, or vice versa. That could have been something that hurt you, hurt them. It could also be a situation where a person has not let go of their past, being a third party here, and that being something that's interfering with their connection with you. Okay, let's see what else. What are their thoughts of you today? Teamwork, which to me is more or less, how can we work this out? Thinking of you. Okay. I'm feeling this person is very, very much into you. I'm seeing stagnation and stuck at the bottom. And that's kind of what I'm feeling, is this person is thinking, how can I move? Maybe they're realizing they're also stagnant, right? We have this threshold here. So maybe this person is thinking about, how can we go from being stuck to progress, to moving something forward. They could feel stuck in a situation too. Okay. All right. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.